Another thing I know for sure I was dealing with as a kid, having no mom and no dad, was relationships with men. So when you don't have, let's say a father figure to tell you, that boy's no good, or you only date boys around your age, or whatever dads do. I don't know. I never had one. But I remember being, 14 years old, talking to 27-year-old men, 28-year-old men, not really understanding that it's wrong. Of course, the men are not going to say it's wrong, right? But no one ever really told me that. So I did whatever I wanted to do. No one ever told me, don't have sex at a certain age, or, save yourself for marriage, or anything. I never got any type of advice like that. So it was definitely hard to know what was right and what was wrong. And I never felt wrong. I think meeting much older men, I definitely felt wrong because, they're older, they look older, they talk older. But I never knew it was wrong. So that didn't help. I never had anybody say, don't go drinking with an older man and it's just you by yourself when you're a kid. So I did those things. Don't go do drugs. Drugs are bad for you. You could get really hurt. No one ever told me these things. So I did those things. And I did these things with people who I never trusted. And a lot of bad things happened to me in between these times, which I believe I, shared in my last episodes. It's not about that. It's just about the fact that there was no guidance for me. I never had a brother, a sister tell me these things were wrong. I never talked to them as a kid. So it was really hard for me to learn these things on my own. Unfortunately, I had to learn these things as an adult about looking back and seeing how wrong it was for these grown men to be talking to a 14-year-old little girl, trying to sleep with this 14-year-old girl. Shit. I mean, my first son's father was 20 when we were together at 14. And, it's not a large gap in years, but it's definitely wrong when you're 14, under 18, and you're talking to somebody who's older than 18. I think